Welcome to a Summer Self-Care Yoga routine. This is the season when energy is high, there's a lot going on, and we can fall into the trap of comparing our life with what other people's lives or what our life should look like, and forget to really enjoy what we have in front of us. And forget to breathe because we're so busy living someone else's or another version of a life that's not really what really feels fully aligned with us internally. So in this session, we'll focus on the opposite quality, which is the joy of missing out, and contentment, being grateful and fully appreciating what you have right now in this moment. Because we can be chasing everything outwardly, but internally we're empty, and our battery is empty, then we're not living the life that we would like. So let's begin by practicing a cooling pranayama, sit-kari pranayama, to help us to calm and cool the heat in our body and mind. So in this technique, we'll put the teeth together and place the tongue behind the teeth and inhale, making a hissing sound like this. We'll close the mouth and hold the breath for the same count, feeling the coolness, and then we'll exhale, closing the lips through the nose. So inhale, hold, exhale. So let's do this together, palms uplifted. Close your eyes and take a moment to tune into your diaphragmatic breathing. Belly expanding and softening. And let's place the teeth together, put the tongue behind the teeth, and inhale with the hissing sound. Hold the breath. And exhale through the nose, closing the lips. Inhale, hissing sound, tongue behind the teeth. Hold, feeling the coolness in your brain. And as you exhale through the nose, use your mind to let that coolness travel throughout your whole body. Inhale with the hissing sound. Hold as if you're in a refrigerator and that coolness is spreading. Exhale, let the coolness help to melt your shoulders down like ice into water. Inhale. Hold. And exhale, really visualize calmness, clarity in your being. One more time. Hold. And exhale. And now breathe naturally and feel the difference. Imagine there's a weather report. Notice if that report has changed from maybe sunny to cooler. Or maybe it's like turning on the AC in your internal room. And now gently lift the gaze and open the eyes. We'll now practice a spinal and hip warm-up, which is called the butterfly float. So lengthen your legs, then bend the knees. Place the soles of the feet together, holding onto the ankles. We'll inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale up. Exhale down, keeping the spine long to begin with. Your feet can be further or closer. Just make sure you're well supported. And now, this time as we inhale up, we're going to arc the spine, lift the chest, let the neck go back, and exhale with the heart leaning forward. And inhale, drop the neck, round the spine, and inhale up. Exhale down with the backward bend. Inhale up in a forward bend. So imagine you're a wave. Curling up and curling down. One more time. And slowly come up. And you can cross your legs for circle of joy, palms at the chest. Inhale, exhale, interlace the fingers reaching forward. Inhale up, exhale over to the left. Inhale up, exhale over to the right. Inhale up, exhale around, interlacing the fingers. Inhale up, squeezing the elbows, lifting the chest. Exhale around. Let's do it 2 more times at your own pace. Inhale, exhale. Inhale up with joy. Exhale to the left. Inhale up, exhale right. And practice as if you're just spreading light and joy all around you. Inhale up, exhale around. Not waiting for that external circumstance. Inhale, exhale to give you that joy. But choosing instead to move with joy. So whatever you do will be filled already with that light, that sense of happiness. And exhale back to center, taking a moment to feel. When you close your eyes, place the palms on top of your thighs and just notice your inner room temperature. On your next breath, let's practice a seated twist. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, place it behind at the sacrum. And then the right hand goes on the left knee. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist the belly, the chest, shoulders, and the neck to the left. Sit bones are pressed down. Feeling the squeezing of the organs as you breathe. And breathe through the belly, the chest, the ribs, letting the breath help to facilitate freeing of tension in the spine, like bringing out all that blocked energy. And inhale up, exhale, slowly release back. Let's inhale, bring the right arm up. Exhale, place it behind you. And the left hand goes on the right knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist the belly, the ribs, chest, and the neck. Lifting the chest and moving the right shoulder away from the left hip. And as you breathe, imagine yourself filled with joy. And you're holding space for all the good to come in. And as you exhale, let the twist ring out what no longer serves you. Taking a moment to fully feel the sensations in the body. Notice where it's tight, where it's free. And let yourself be your own harmonizer to balance your being. And inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly come back to center. And feel the effects of the twist. Radiating those effects also all around like the sun. Cooling and calming your being. Your next breath, let's open the eyes. Let's slowly come to tabletop and step One foot in front and the other to come into our standing position, circling the arms up. Exhale, circling the arms down, standing in Tadasana or standing mountain pose. Gaze front and up as if you're gazing at a distant mountain top. Closing your eyes and taking a moment to feel equal weight on both feet. As if you're placing a beautiful footprint on the ground and you're growing tall, reaching the crown of the head up to the sky. And as you breathe here, see if you can be fully present and fully with yourself. Standing steady as your support. As you mentally repeat, I stand ready to obey thy least command. I stand ready to obey thy least command. Let's practice Garudasana, eagle pose. So I'll mirror you, shifting the weight to the left foot, stack the right knee over the left. See if that foot is resting on the kickstand, or you can wrap it around, but only if the pelvis stays forward. Left arm at the midline, inhale, right arm under and around, clasping the hands, or back of the palms can be together, or you can hold on to the opposite shoulders. Wherever you're at, gaze at a point in front of you for balance as you breathe. And notice this is a pose of self-care as you wrap yourself with strength and length as you breathe, feeling the back open, the belly firmly draws in towards the spine as you just affirm your steadiness. Faith and trust in yourself. Let's silently affirm at the center of life's storms, I stand serene. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. Inhale, release the arms wide and cross the feet. As you exhale, come back in a standing position, breathing smoothly and evenly. Notice if the pose is like a cooling antidote to that tendency to do more, be more, but resting in yourself now. And let's open the eyes. Now we'll shift the weight to the right foot. Stack the left knee over the right on a kickstand or hovering up, wrapping the foot. Now right arm at the midline. Inhale, left arm under and around, holding on the opposite shoulders or the palms. You look in the side view. The abdomen is in, lengthening the spine. And your spine is nice and long. And breathe into that center point and live your life, not someone else's life. Trusting that what is in front of you is right for you, and trusting yourself to follow your path. Your idea of what is right, what is happiness. And let's silently affirm at the center of life's storms, I stand serene. At the center of life's storms, I stand serene. Let's inhale, lift the elbows, exhale, uncross your wings, spread them wide, and exhale with grace, lower them down with care. Lift the gaze and breathe smoothly and evenly. Your next breath. Let's open the eyes for wide stance, forward bend, Prasarita Padottanasana. Step the feet wide, toes pointing forward, anchoring down both heels. Take a stance that's right for you as we inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, palms on the thighs as you hinge forward, keeping the spine long, elbows tucked in. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, relax. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, lengthen. If it's right for you, you can inhale, lengthen, exhale, release the head towards the floor, reach the arms down your legs. You can hold on to the ankle, the opposite shoulders, or if you have a prop, you can place it underneath and rest either your hands on the prop or your head on the prop. Just take the position where you can relax fully. Back of the neck relaxes, but the legs are active, lifting the sit bones up to help you to stretch the back of the legs, the spine. And take this moment to let your breath be like the current, the wind current that blows away all troubles, anything weighing you down, all the heat and frustration of the day. And let's silently affirm, I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. I relax and cast aside all mental burdens. And your next inhalation, bend the knees, hands on the thighs. Inhale, slowly recapture your straight spine. Circling the arms up. And exhale, circle the arms down and step the feet back together into Tadasana. If you're dizzy, you can tuck the chin to the chest and take a moment to breathe. Feel your heartbeat. Feel the release when you let yourself to be here now, to let go of the past, expectations. Your next breath. Let's open the eyes, coming down on the floor for pigeon pose. So from a tabletop position, you can bend your knees, lift the hips into downward facing dog, then lift up the left leg and thread the left knee between the hands, opening the left hip as you send your right leg back. If the left hip is popping up, you can place a plop underneath and then inhale, lift the chest, fingertips on the ground, squaring the chest forward, drawing the left hip back, right hip forward, abdomen in as you inhale, lift the chest. You're pressing down your legs as you lift up from the crown of the head into a back bend, opening the front side of the body, opening your breath. And now let's inhale, lengthen, exhale, release the belly towards the thighs. You can stack your fists in front or you reach your arms in front to fully release down into the surrender phase. Reaching your right leg and left hip back as you inch your fingers forward. Breathing against the resistance and practicing here. Being fully in this moment with yourself. Notice when that happens, a sense of freedom can emerge when you are your biggest supporter. And let's mentally affirm, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. In your next breath, you can place your hands beside your shoulders, underneath your shoulders, and inhale, slowly lift up into the pose again, looking up with a smile. Let yourself emerge victorious. Let yourself be you as you silently repeat, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Your next breath, hands on the floor. Inhale, press down the left knee. Release the foot back and we can rest in child pose. Hips towards the heels. Knees can widen to allow room for the belly. Arms extended, forehead on the ground. Breathing smoothly and evenly as you stretch your spine. Resting forehead either on your fists or on the floor. And let yourself take care of your being as if you're taking care of your child or your dog, whatever is dear to you. Give yourself that same care. As you mentally repeat, I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. On your next breath, hands hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, slowly press up. And let's come into the other side. Hands on the ground. Inhale, lift, curl the toes under, lift the hips. Stretch the right leg back. And thread the right knee between the hands, flexing the right foot. Prop something underneath your right hip if you need to. Inhale, inch the fingers back as you lift the chest, squeezing the elbows back, engaging the back muscles as you lift the heart. Looking up as you breathe, as if you're looking up at the stars, looking at the universe. Noticing you're an integral part. You're never alone. Breathing smoothly and evenly. And as you inhale the present, exhale the past. It's over. Inhale the present. Exhale the future. It's not here yet. And enjoy this moment. Enjoy where you've become, who you're becoming. As you silently repeat, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. You breathe inhale, lengthen, exhale, release forward in the surrender phase. Letting go of expectation, judgment of yourself and others. And give yourself space to be, to grow. As you mentally repeat, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. And let's draw the left hip back, right hip forward. And inhale, press down the floor with your hands as you lift the chest. And let the chest climb up a wall as you breathe. Opening you up to this moment to fully absorb and receive what life is giving you, what the divine is blessing you, challenge or breathing here, welcoming this moment as a gift. Mentally repeat, I rise above all thought of past and future into the eternal now. Now let's slowly bring the hands in front, press down the palms, release the right foot back, and rest in child pose. This time you can bring your arms alongside the body. Breathing against the thighs. Notice this pose is a practice of contentment. The superpower of being okay, being full and complete, no matter what happens in your outer world. As you look within, breathe with peace. Create a beautiful environment, temperature for yourself internally as you mentally repeat, I relax from outer involvement into my inner haven of peace. And let's inhale. Press the hands down and slowly lift up into firm pose or seated position. Palms uplifted, right toe over the left, and take a moment to feel the grounding support of this position. The rocks, the earth, keeping you stable, secure. And on your next breath, let's open the eyes. Let's practice bridge pose. So open your blanket to a square fold, giving enough space for your head. Lie on the blanket so your shoulders are 2 to 3 inches underneath while your head drops off. Fingertips grazing the heel as your knees stay hip-width apart. Let's inhale by engaging the abdomen, pressing down the feet to lift the hips. Stay here, or you can interlace the fingers or one shoulder under at a time, grounding down the arms, the head, the shoulders, pressing down the big toes as you engage your inner thighs. And lift up the belly button up high. And as you breathe, imagine you're creating a beautiful rainbow with your body. Beautiful colors from red to purple, spanning the whole spectrum. And let your inner world be that bright. Let yourself be in the light, radiating color, vibrancy with each breath. Letting go of what others say needs to be true. To be happy, let's just be happy. Breathe with joy and peace. As you silently repeat, I offer every thought as a bridge to divine grace. I offer every thought as a bridge to divine grace. Inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, and roll the shoulders. Release your pelvis back on the ground. And you can lie here for a moment in Shavasana. Feet shoulder width apart, knees hip width apart, and let the ground fully support you. Noticing the breath, the movements of the belly, lifting the gaze, and imagine you're on the beach, might be hot and sunny, but then a cool breeze comes and shifts everything. So let your breath be that cooling breeze that carries away all the tension you hold in the body, perhaps behind the knees, behind the neck, or your abdomen. With each inhalation, notice that tension. With each exhalation, let the breath help to melt it. As you mentally repeat, bones, muscles, movement, I surrender now. Anxiety, elation, and depression, churning thoughts, all these I give into the hands of peace. Let's gently wiggle the fingers and toes, bringing warmth back to the arms, or coolness if you need coolness. You can stretch your arms overhead and your legs down, and bend the knees, rolling side to side, massaging the back. And let's roll over to the right, pausing here briefly. And inhale, slowly press up to a comfortable seated position to complete the practice. Palms uplifted, gaze uplifted. And let's practice 3 rounds of sit carry pranayama. Teeth together, inhale with the hissing sound. Hold the breath. And exhale. Inhale, drawing coolness, calmness, lightness. Hold the breath. Circulate that energy within your being. Exhale, let that energy soften the shoulders, your eyes, your jaw. One more time. Allow this energy to be like an angel rescuing you from your burdens, expectations, and in comparison. And now let's breathe naturally. And notice if a weight has been lifted. The overheating, the tension, the pressure. Let the contrary energy be stronger. Balance, coolness, kindness, comfort. Visualize yourself moving through the day with that same pace, resisting, not listening, not being drawn out by expectation, pressure, but just from your center, walk with balance, centeredness, and calmness. Now your next breath, let's bring your hands to your heart center. Feel that connection with you, with yourself, your higher self. Let's open our hands outward and send that same energy to all who needs it. Feel free to chant Om 3 times with me. Om. 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 Thank you for showing up for your practice and taking a moment of self-care during this busy summertime. And I hope you feel more integrated, more centered, and more yourself. See you next time.